In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get an SSL certificate for your website for free. So we're going to go to Zero SSL, and I like this site because it's very, very simple and easy to do. It's totally free. There's a paid version, but you don't need the paid version. You only need the free version. So what we're going to need to do first is go ahead and click on the Create Free SSL Certificate, and we're going to need to put in the domain you want to create the SSL certificate for. So I'm going to type in mine. Okay, and after I've typed it in, everything has gone green. So the main domain has gone green, check mark with the www subdomain has also gone with a green check mark as well. Also, make sure that before you submit it to the next step that you're typing it in correctly. And just click next step. And now we're going to create our free account. So I recommend that you create one account for every domain that you have, because you can only do 3 per account, 3 free SSL certificates per account. So I'm going to type in the admin at my domain. And then I'm going to type in a password. Okay, and next step. And I'm going to save that password. Okay, so this is our certificate setup. So we don't need a wildcard certificate. So that's the pro version anyway. You have to pay for that. So don't do that. We don't have to do that. Enter domains. Make sure that your domain is typed in correctly here. You don't want an incorrect domain. It will fail when we go to validate it. So make sure that's correct, and then we'll click on next step. And we're going to need to select 90-day certificate. The 1-year certificate are for pro only, which is a paid service. So we're going to go ahead and click next step. And make sure that auto generate CSR is on, so it should be blue. Click next step. And finalize your order. Make sure free is selected. You'll have the green check mark with the selected button here, and click next step. So now it's going to go ahead and go on to the next step here, and we're going to have to go ahead and wait on that. Sometimes this can take just a few seconds for this to go through. And it says your certificate has been created and is ready for domain verification. So in order for Zero SSL to give us the SSL, to give us the SSL certificate, we first have to let them know that yes, we do own this domain. So we have to verify it. So there are a few ways that we can do that. We can do that by either email verification, and there's some email addresses that it will send it to, like the admin and administrator and host. So if you already have these set up, you can do that. All it will do, it will send an email to one of these addresses, give you a link in there that you must click on, and after you click on that link, it'll let you know that it's been verified. You can also do it by DNS CNAME record, or you can upload a file to your hosting provider. I don't recommend that you do that unless you know exactly what you're doing, because you have to create a folder in here, and I think this is just a pain. So the easiest one that I've found to do is the DNS CNAME, and I'll walk you through that now. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to go to your cPanel in your hosting account. I have Namecheap, so this is my cPanel in Namecheap, and you want to go to Zone Editor. So up here in the screen, I'm going to type in the search. I'm going to type in Zone, and it's going to show Zone Editor, or you can do a Control F and type Zone that way, or you can just scroll through and find it. So it's going to bring up our domain. So I'm going to go through and find the domain in question that I'm at, which is this one, the Online Weight Loss Company. And you can either click Manage and add it, or you can click the plus sign and add it. And we're going to click the plus sign next to CNAME record, and it's going to bring up Add a CNAME record. And we want to make sure that we are looking at the correct domain if you have more than one. Make sure you're adding a CNAME record for the right domain or it will fail. So we're going to go ahead and copy the name. Let's go ahead and copy it. And we're going to paste it right in here. Make sure there's no spaces at the end. It will make it fail if there is. Also, you want to copy the point to, and you want to paste that down under CNAME. Then click Add a CNAME record. And it's going to go ahead and add it, and you'll get this green success. You successfully added following CNAME record. So now that is done. So now we can click on Next Step back here in the Zero SSL screen. And we can finalize that. So now we need to click the Verify Domain. Now, it does take a few minutes for this to propagate through the DNS settings in your hosting provider. Depending on your hosting provider, this could take a few minutes, could take an hour, 2 hours, could take up to 48 hours for this to take effect. There's no way for me to tell how long this is going to take effect. However, up to 48 hours is generally the rule. But for me, for Namecheap, it takes about within 5 minutes. So all you would need to do, it just says, we were unable to verify your CNAME entry. Please check for errors on your side and try again after 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to click it again and see what happens. And it worked after, it wasn't even 5 minutes. It was probably less than 2 minutes. So now it says, congratulations, your domains have now been verified. This means that our system is issuing your certificate at the moment. This page will refresh automatically every few seconds. So don't leave this page. Stay on this page. You can also go to the email address that you used to sign up with Zero SSL because it's going to send it there as well. So we have the option to download their certificate now. So if we click download certificate, and here it is, our certificate is downloaded. We click it and we can open it up, and this is our certificate. Now, if you don't know how to install a certificate onto your cPanel, I'm going to cover that in the next video. So stick around for the next video, and I'm going to cover that here in just a second. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.